Hey, welcome back everyone. Okay. Well, let's just, excuse me, let's just kind of get to it. So, I thought of, oh, you know what? I thought that now that I have everything set up, I need to, first of all, I gotta get some sleep, get that bonus. Ugh, I'm already hurt. But I thought it appropriate that this time around, we're gonna finish off all the materials to make 7 metal wafers, which I currently have a lot on me right now. But as soon as I'm done here, what's going to end up happening is that I'm actually going to get into some, well, I mean, let's put it bluntly, we're going to get into some shit. So yeah, let's get that started. And what that means is that we're just going to hit up some quests and whatnot. We're going to get perks. I don't want to spend the time getting perk points. I feel like by now, if you've done your research, done the challenges, which is really kind of, I've been saying this lately on my streams. Oh, I've been streaming as of late, but I've been saying this as of late. The meat and potatoes. I've been using that term or phrase, which is pretty much true, because a lot of this is just, you know, you're grinding levels. You know, this is a grindy way of levels. It's not too bad. It's pretty good. Again, some of metal wafers. Once you have the perks done, once you've really leveled up some things, as you can see here, antimony, zero wire, and gold on the top right-hand corner. They each have 1. But before, it was 2 antimony, and I believe 2 gold, and now it's just 1 of each, which is great. And it looks like I need to up my storage on zero wire. Probably by a lot. I'll be able to determine once it's done. But, great way to grind up. The next best thing, we're going to try to figure that out, which I believe would be indicate wafers. And unfortunately, the only way to get indicate wafers is on a system we cannot get to just yet, which means we have to upgrade our engines. We've got to upgrade, no, our ship design. And we'll take a look at that in a moment. Let's just get the rest of this right here. We're not even close. Oh, you know what? I didn't even take a look. How many was that? How many left over? Yeah, we need to upgrade at least our store. We'll do it by 1 more, maybe 2 more storages, but we need to upgrade our zero wire storage. I believe next, since some metal wafers are rare, we need exotic, and I want to say that the indicate wafer. Oh, indicate wafers are. This is probably the best thing we can make right now, because when I think about it, control rod, drilling rigs, titanium fuel rods. We're going to need indicate wafers, plutonium, nuclear fuel rods, titanium, and nuclear fuel rods will need some metal wafers, solvent, uranium. So we have a uranium mine being created. We also have solvent being created. We're able to farm that. We're able to mine a lot of uranium, and we can make some metal wafers, which we can make a lot of nuclear fuel rods later on. What ends up happening is this, guys, is that we're going to follow this. When it benefits us, we will make the components. When it stops benefiting us, we will start manufacturing the components. So at a certain point, when some metal wafers start to look like adaptive frames, to start as level progression, we're going to start at that point. We're going to start just simply manufacturing them using a manufacturing machinery. We're gonna go ahead and plant that at a base, which would be here, and then we'd have just storage upon storage of just filling up some metal wafers. Then we would ship that over to another planet, probably the one with solvent. we'd have the base that has been mining uranium. We'll go ahead and send that over as well. Or because there's plutonium there as well, we might send them all there because our Vitanium fuel rod. Oh, wait, where's it at? No, I was looking at that. It is Vitanium fuel rods. Because our Vitanium fuel rods also need plutonium, and we have a planet that has uranium and plutonium, so we might as well ship everything over to that site. It's a one base. That one base, eventually we're going to have multiple, not just 3, but eventually we'll get to the point where we'll have multiple, if I can look at it, multiple, what do you call them, platforms, ships, cargo links. So you can see here, you need that outfitted all the way. You need your special projects outfitted all the way. This definitely helped. Research to craft items. This way you don't have to. I would do this from the beginning. I don't know why I wasn't really focused on this. But it's only tedious though, because you know you have to find drinks and medicine and food and weapon mods or equipment mods. You have to search for the materials for one of those, and sometimes you're looking everywhere, and it's kind of, even on Jemison, it just feels like you're not running into the pieces you need, no matter how many different vendors there are. But definitely I would suggest ranking this up first, doing this challenge. I'll do this in the background because again I feel like it's a little mundane. Sudden developments during research, so this is, again, ranking this up will make a lot of sense. Resources required to craft items and complete research projects, excuse me, is reduced by 60%. You know, instead of finding, you know, 28 solvent, 16 solvent, you know, like just a vast difference. But we're looking for stuff, for example, like here, build habitable outposts on 10 different planets. Build the toxic, basically the different atmospheres on the planet. Their extreme gravity outpost build by 16, which is fine and dandy, but there is one somewhere about cargo links. Don't want to say it's here. Additional cargo links can be placed at outpost. Here we go. So we can currently do 3 per outpost, but then later on it increases, which I believe it does an additional 3. So you could have 6 additional robots, which is great later on when you're trying to produce more. Additional crew, okay, even better. Outpost extractors produce twice as fast. Which is even better. So even if you're not at the point where you can get or even provide power for the level 3 extractors, right? You could do level 2s and just be fine. Also, because some outposts, again, you have some of the double biomes, or you just have large areas where you can mine from. You're thinking, well, I'm trying to get a lot of stuff. I'm trying to extract a lot. Definitely comes in handy. So you can stick with the level 1, level 2 if you want to, because also even the advanced reactor, yes, it provides 100 power, but I'm at the point where I only have, for example, I believe it's my uranium outpost, and it requires 60 power to power it as it is on level 2s. I haven't even gotten to level 3 extractors. I'm going to need at least 2 of those advanced reactors, you know? So there's a lot of things to think about. So again, that's going to come in handy. So balance of power with, you know, going with the lesser extractor, just to kind of, like, again, balance it out. But you're still getting quite a bit of resources, and the production rate is twice as fast, of course. But yeah, we're going to get into the middle of it, though. We're going to get to the thick of it. Sorry, I just ate breakfast and I have like weird, like I had like whole grain bread and it's kind of messing me up. But we're gonna start to get more, you know. Oh, stealth. Let's do Oh, we need a skill point. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna get those skill points. When I do it, if I can, I will go ahead and, you know, try to perform this during recordings. But honestly, though, it's mostly just me performing that in the background. No. Like I said, we're going to get into it. But I do have some more perks, so let's just in case let's go through. I do have the stealth. When I get a perk point, I'll have to put it into the next version of stealth, next variant, which I believe gives me 50% more difficult to detect. I'll get some suppressed weapons as well, if I can get the materials. But not really my cup of tea right now. I'm mostly going to want to run and gun. Commerce is already maxed out. We're good there. We're going to be looking towards scavenging, getting that one done. And then usually, though, to follow up, not within this current week's episode. Not within the episodes this current week. Probably not even in the next. But at some point, after scavenging, I start to look at theft. I start to like to pickpocket. Then persuasion. I don't really do gastronomy. I rarely ever cook or you know, create drinks or anything. Deception is another one, which funny enough, it's not in the ship portion. All the way down to the right of that tree. But you know, ships 10% stronger automatically surrender to piracy demands. Enemy contraband scans, there we go, are 10% less effective, 20% less effective, 30% less effective. That's what we're really looking for, and 50% less effective. So really looking forward towards those, because when we start to get in the thick of it, starting to really hit up into the game, we're going to find a lot of things that we shouldn't have. Also, there's a planet that eventually we're going to develop a drug that is legal on the planet, but it's illegal to export, and we're going to be carrying quite a bit of that. Diplomacy, I mean, we'll get into a lot of this later on. I usually don't do too much in social, except for a few key items, which would be deception, scavenging, theft, outpost management. I haven't really done leadership, but leadership doubles the bonuses of combat and physical crew skills on companions. Companions have a chance to pick themselves up a down state. I mean, there's just certain things I just don't do. Manipulation, just in case, if you feel like, oh, that's pretty cool, you can force a target NPC or below at your level to obey commands for a limited time. As it, you know, grows stronger as the more you unlock it. Don't make this a goal, okay? And I'll tell you why. The best thing to do is that, just know this, spoiler, no spoiler, there's a point in your playthrough where you will be able to get this for free. The game gives it to you. The only thing that I would do is perform the challenge. Get it? The challenge is going to unlock as per usual. Perform the challenges. Do not worry about trying to get to the rank, because what's going to happen is that it says spend 8 skill points. I've rarely done that. I had scavenging. I was starting to get into commerce in my first playthrough. And then I noticed, hey, the challenge is unlocked. I can go ahead and do the challenge, but I couldn't progress to the next level because I still had like 1 or 2 more skill points to go at that time. And then when I was on my second, when I was in New Game Plus, I went through the same story, and it unlocked the next version. And I said, oh, well then, if this gives it to me for free, I'm not concerned about reaching this point. So there is a point where you will be given this, even early on, even if you don't touch this at all. It will give this to you, no problem. Ship command, there's some things. Crew members. Now this is important to have crew members because they all have on your ship, they contribute. You know, some of them do contribute to weapon systems, just like Vasco. He's contributing everything to the ship, all of his little perks or whatnot. So this is important later on, especially if you're going to be venturing through space and you want to have an easy time. This will help make an easy time when you have a crew that can properly help you on your ship. Let's see. This is just the opposite of this. This is the human side of controlling people, and this is the alien side, basically controlling any fauna you come across. But we definitely want outpost management. I got into combat, so I'm getting back into ballistics because that's what we have currently right now. A lot of ballistic weaponry. Of course, I have a melee weapon. Definitely want that. Shotgun certification. We have a weapon that functions as a shotgun, but it's more so, I believe, gonna fall in line with the incapacitation because it's an EM weapon. So we do have that. What does that stand for? Electromagnetic. But we do have a shotgun-like weapon that performs like a shotgun, but it's going to incapacitate. And I believe, even though this says it says to kill enemies with a shotgun, I still believe it benefits from the perk of doing 10% more damage. Even though it's an EM weapon, what I would hold to it is that it's going to have a 10% better rate of performing. But of course, I wouldn't really be able to tell because even right now, it takes 2 charges to knock down, a heavier enemy or like a boss-like enemy. So, I mean, it's already kind of overpowered as it is. To get this 5% more damage, 10% more damage, 15%, 50% chance to do 300 damage. This is gonna be with that gun. I mean, just one charge and boom. Even here, I believe it just needs an extra oomph. One full charge and you should be good. So the rest of this is just a cakewalk. I would definitely, in anticipation for one of the faction quests or the faction lines, to go ahead and start getting this. Fill this up. Which I think I'll do next. If anything, my next combat. Heavy weapons. A lot of this I'll get into later, but the one thing I'm looking forward to is also particle beams. This as well, but there's a weapon we don't have yet, so that's why I'm focused more into ballistics. Shotgun, rifle certification, because we do have rifles. Rifles will be our primary weaponry. Pistol certification, when I start to get more into stealth, and I start to really get into concealment, that's definitely going to help out, because if I'm not mistaken, range sneak attacks do 2.5% no more damage, 3% more damage, 3.5, and then 4 times, and then our melee will end up doing 10 times normal damage. But continuing on though, we already know about this. This is easy. Boost pack training, ballistic weapon systems. We'll get into this as well as we go on, as we create. But again, like I said, I just want to kind of get into the thick of it though. And sorry, I know like most of this video has become a review. But anyway, nevertheless, I've created my summer metal wafers. I'm going to slowly walk through because I have so much on me. It is incredible that I haven't died. Oh, this is the planet that I can die. Oh, no, it's not. I might be thinking of another planet. Oh, no. This planet seems heavier than normal. I feel like it's 1.74, not actually 0.74, but whatever. Oh, and also 154. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I have... Oh no, I have these. So at a certain point, I need to find... This is fine for now, but I think at a certain point later on, I need to get the materials again and build an advanced reactor here. But again, possibly 2. Because I have it so loud. Really wish it wasn't that loud. Oh. Anyway, I have extractors here. They're for gold and antimony, but it feels as though, well, I'm trying to concentrate. I can't concentrate. It's the morning for me. But it feels as though, yeah, this is something where with the level 2 extractors at about 154 power, and I'm using you know, almost 100% of that, like I'm 146 power usage, I believe. And so if I had the level 3 extractors, I definitely would need, you know, of course, more turbines, but also another advanced reactor. You know, practically 2 advanced reactors. And I'd probably need maybe a couple turbines if I was using the same amount of extractors, but level 3. Right now, they're all level 2. So we're in our thing here. I'm gonna go sell, but this is just a review because again, there were a lot of changes. I did last week kind of explain and show off the vast amount of changes I did make, what my plan was, but now, like I said again, we need to start getting into things. I also need to pour into the ship. I gotta pour into the perks. There's 2 perks that'll basically give me. Oh, there's 3 perks, I think. But one of them is going to give me the ability to buy the Class B and Class C levels of upgrades, and my goal is to get to Class C, and I'd rather do that sooner than later. I'm not so concerned about starship design as I am anything else. And as a matter of fact, let's take a look at that real quick. Starship design, cutting edge. I don't really care about that. There's some cool stuff. There's some cool engines and stuff like that. That makes sense. But not into that right now. Repair. Definitely need this later on. But what we're looking for, if I can find you. Where are you? Is it piloting? It's not. It is piloting. I need to get into this. Ship thrusters. Increased turning rate and maneuverability, which is perfect for dogfighting. Ability to pilot Class B ships. So this is something I'm going to focus on, especially in the next 2 videos. So once I get my level up, which will be pretty soon, I'm going to start ranking that up and see what I can do. In the background, though, because I don't want to do the mundane task of. Oh, first of all, do I have room on my ship? I do have. Can I put these resources on me? And I've done all I can. Okay. Which also, yes, just in case, last episode I don't really show this off, but here's my ship. This is what I decided to do to it. I took out all those little flat cargo things. I made this. Also for the ship, though, since I don't like having doors in certain places of the ship, the only place there is a door is right there on the Frontier hab. Right there, where it connects to the weapon workshop, or connects to the workshop and then the science lab. Those 2 are connected. They connect to the back here, which doesn't really mess with anything as far as the inside. And then I have the docking bay above, of course, shield in the back. But yeah, the whole reason for getting the Class B and Class C, besides the reactor and grav drive, is also because I think I get access to other engines and stuff like that, that the way the pieces fit, I'll be able to align them and put certain fuel tanks, which would help us get to Katydid, because that is the overall goal as of now, is we need to start building ourselves up so that we can get over to systems that we can't get to right now. And unfortunately, no matter what I do, I can't make it to Katydid. I mean, I would probably have to put a lot more fuel tanks, but there's some fuel tanks I won't have access to yet. And also, as far as like grav drive, I mean, I would need a Class B at least. Definitely a Class C will get me there, but a Class B, because I can go 23 light years, which isn't bad, but I need to get closer to 27 light years per jump. So definitely need that. But anyway, I need to sell some things. Also, just in case, if your ship exceeds a certain length, the ship guy on Jemison, for some reason, as of, I don't know what the, let me see, does it show here? As of version, what is that? Version 1.8, 0.88.0, as far as that goes, at least on console, but as far as it goes, he disappears. But when you shorten your ship, he reappears. So just kind of an FYI in case you're wondering, hey, where's this guy? Is he walking around? Nope, he's here. He just, for some reason, he glitches out. You know, he's never here. It's like he's on permanent break until you shorten your ship. Like, he doesn't want to deal with it. He's like, oh, that's a big ship. And it's like, no, it's not. It's just, it's a little lengthy. That's what she said, but you catch my drift. And also, look how much money we can get from this one little pile. 67 credits. 67,000 credits. So, believe me, we're going to get a lot of money here. Especially for shipbuilding and whatnot. So, well on our way for our Class B. And just revamping our ship yet again. But this is pretty much the episode, guys. To be honest. So, I'm going to go and sell... again, our goal... it took me a hot minute to think about it, but I know we're getting into it, and I have some weapon stuff. But I think, if anything, I'm going to get into the piloting, just so I can start getting into the Class B and Class C. And then ranking up again in the background. I won't do it in the videos, because that would make no sense anymore. We know how to grind it out. We know how many perks we need. When it comes to ship design, it's all upon us, though, take responsibility ourselves and just kind of do that. And what do you find, Deimos? Of course, if you have ideas and you're like, hey, I'm going to focus on other things, that's perfectly fine, you know? That's not what this little walkthrough here is for. It's not even really a walkthrough. It's just kind of showing the different options, different things you can do to kind of inspire, give you an idea and go, hey, I can do that. You know, hey, I can do this, or, oh, I didn't think about that. That's what I'm mostly here to provide. I'm here to provide my unique experience, my unique perspective, which I'm sure, is commonly shared. But, again, I've seen things myself, for example, people farming adaptive frames. I was like, okay, there's faster ways we can do it. There's a lot of work involved to get there. But we can definitely get there. Again, I've said it before. If you don't see what you want, feel free to... If it belongs on your ship, oh, please. So if you want to do it the faster ways, but to get there, though, yeah, you definitely need to build that solid foundation and do it right. But then, I guess that's pretty much it. So I'm going to sell these things, get through this. Oops. If I have any thoughts, though, that's pretty much it. But any other thoughts, I will definitely share. But until then, I'm going to... Ooh, I got quite a bit.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, speaking of things to share, don't forget, because we have some metal wafers, unfortunately, we have a lot of them. Unfortunately, there's not a way to fast travel here. But I would recommend, no matter what you do, first things first, just come and visit, unless you have to get like med supplies or whatnot. I would suggest coming to visit the Trade Authority. Unfortunately, their kiosk in the front kind of sucks, and I wish they had an office near the spaceport versus underground. God, she looked like she was shocked to see me. I didn't like that.
I got it from one of the outfitters here. Oh. They have the best selection.
Ever wonder how the Crimson
But she's got a lot of credits. I mean, a ton. Not really that much, but she has more than any other vendor in here. I think she has like about 12,000. And then all you'd have to do is just wait in her office.
Got enough flight traffic as it is.
So let me see if she's got a full stack right now. Come on, turn around. I need you.
The Trade Authority has... You won't find a better selection or more.
Yeah. I need... You have 6 credits, God dang it. Okay, hold on.
Need anything else?
I'm gonna show you this. This is one thing. I didn't really realize it until afterward. I'm gonna wait 50 hours just to really give the reset. It is 48 universal time hours. So don't look at your local hours. Look at your UT hours. Okay, it is 48 hours to reset a vendor. I thought at one point it was 24 hours. It's not. And since this planet, in particular, it's 50 hours. You know, it goes from 47 to 50. So just write the 50. Be done with it. I know, common sense. But again, don't be surprised. There are people who need that. You know, I used to be one of them, and then I started thinking differently. It's a whole thing. Come on. Come on. By the way, as I get into this, so I have I'm still doing Starfield content obviously on Wednesdays, and I'm still doing Cyberpunk on Fridays. Releasing 3 videos for each game each week. But on Mondays, let me just do it this way. I was doing Mondays videos of GTA, doing a walkthrough, money grind. However, you don't really need that anymore because of a certain update, and because of that update, now it's just like oh, okay, if this is it, I did my video on it, and I said, look, this is the lazy man's version, like, have at it, lazy man, lazy anybody, lazy gamers variant of, oh, okay, I'm gonna get like, 1 point something mil every week. Yeah, let's have at it. That's what it's basically turned into. And since we don't need a rinse and repeat of that, I really don't make a video on that. I feel like it's very self-explanatory after showing step by step what ends up happening. Yeah, there's no point in making more videos of that. So instead, I've started to do lives, and I do lives of that on Mondays. Now, as far as these other games, I could probably start doing that as well. Like on the weekends, I'll go live. And what I'll do is maybe I'll make it towards the morning. I could do like a 10 or an 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Probably do like an 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Start the stream there, and then do a lot of these challenges. Get these over with, level up. Do all the like
cliche,
mundane stuff, but just kind of chilling out.
Of course.
Having a little bit of fun. Not really getting into things that I don't need to get into, Mostly just getting rid of challenges and going through the mundane tasks. But as you can see, she has 11,000 credits, which is probably, I've seen her with more than that. Oh, you know what? I know what to do. We need stuff. Alright, sorry, I had a sneeze. We need things, though. I need ammo for certain weapons. I'm not sure why I need this, but I'm going to buy this anyway. I know I need that. I know I need this. And I will need that. That's it there. Oh, does she have any? Okay. Anything with some type of treatment, definitely want. I'm just going to go through. If I see a treatment thing on there, I'm buying it. I don't even care what it is. Could I make it? Yes. But there's certain things, again, like mundane tasks. Challenges are, creating these things, and I just, it just makes it easier not to do that. Does she have any emergency? Nope. Okay. Anyway, guys. That's all I'm doing. Oh, plenty.
The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
But definitely. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say check out my stuff, which is obviously yes. I would love it if you checked out my stuff. But other than that, next episode we're gonna start to get into it. I'm gonna finish off these sales, get rid of all these summon metal wafers, and then I'm going to just go down my mission log, and then just hit these up, and then just get these going. Other than that, I think I'll take care of some of these. I think I get into the old neighborhood, if anything. Kind of get that started. But anyway, guys, that's it for now, and I'll see you on the next episode.